Hi, this is Shani, and I am back for a weekend wrap up. So, normally what I do is I watch on Sundays the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And if you've seen the show, you know all the scoop. However, here's a little bit of the wrap up of what went on the show this Sunday. So, it starts off with Kenya and I can't remember Phaedra, and Phaedra is doing a sponsor of the kids last week. Was it 2 weeks ago? Last week, Phaedra threw a pop-up shop, and all the ladies of Real Life Housewives of Atlanta came in, sold their product, and gave her 50% of the proceeds, or less or more, based on the action that they received at the pop-up. So anyway, Phaedra and Kenya gets to develop a little bit more of a friendship again. So Kenya is all excited, but I think Kenya's going to eventually get disappointed in their developing friendship right now, because Phaedra is a little bit on the fence. And when she goes back, after they've been in Michigan and they took some of the kids in Flint, they returned back to Atlanta, and Phaedra is trying to be a little bit loyal to Kenya in regards to the friendship, but it hasn't progressed to that point yet, and Kenya has already jumped on the bandwagon that their friendship has been regained and all their past things have been resolved. We'll have to see. Now, next topic is Porsha and Todd, and that's her boyfriend, her used to be ex-boyfriend, who has returned back to her life at a later time, and she's hoping that this guy is actually mature now. However, he thinks that he's done this grand old act for Porsha, and Porsha is not having it. So he stated that he took pictures with Porsha, posted it on his Instagram page. His company that he worked for found out, and now he's in a little bit of limbo on whether or not he wants to pursue his relationship with Porsha or quit his job. So he breaks the news to Porsha at the dinner table, and they're having dinner, and she's all excited. She's thinking, okay, what's the next step for us? What's going on? And he breaks the ice by saying he quit his job and he done it for her. Or is he thinking that by him quitting the job where he used to live and coming to Atlanta with Porsha, that he would gain instant fame on Real Housewives of Atlanta and get a check? And I'm sure he's getting some type of money and funds right now, since he is becoming a more regular on the show, and he's dating Porsha at this time. So Porsha actually made a lot of sense when what she was telling him about, hey, you quit your job, I want to have a family, and I want to have children, and I need some type of stability, and I thought that you were mature now and you've grown up. So we're going to see what happens with this newfound relationship that has been rehatched from the past, and if Porsha actually gets what she wants, which is a family. So we'll definitely have to watch and see. It may not progress as fast as I would like, far as on the show, being that it's the season now. It may happen within the next 2 or 3 seasons. So we have to definitely continue to watch and see what happens with Porsha and her renewed love with her boyfriend Todd. And I'm trying to keep up with my subjects. Cynthia and Kandi. So Cynthia is bringing all her little items to Kandi's house to move in briefly for until she's able to move into her house by the lake. And Kandi was like, she repeated it from last week of her saying, I just threw it out there. I didn't think she was going to take the invitation. Well, sorry, Kandi, she took the invitation and she's there. She has brought her own Febreze and cereal. So some people say, not too many adults eat cereal, but Cynthia's favorite is Fruit Loops. Also, what's going on in the show? Sheree and Bob. Is there potential for them to renew their relationship? He is her ex-husband. She does have 3 children by him, and he's trying to pursue her and woo her to be back in her life. After a horrible divorce, back and forth, ups and downs in their relationship, his past cheating and so forth. So we're going to see whether or not Bob has a chance. He definitely thinks that if he continues to pursue Sheree, he's going to be back in her life. And so they've been going on casual dates, and he's been making hints of how he thinks she's beautiful, how she's a great mother. So he's definitely trying to sweet talk her back into the bedroom. What else? What other topics do I have? So Kenya breaks the news that she knows about Sheree, and that Sheree had a past relationship that was very abusive. And I believe something came up about Kenya and her ex. What's this guy's name? I forgot his name already. So her ex, and how he's been violent by destroying her property, her personal items, her car, and so forth. And Kenya, some way, somehow, saying that she really cares. I've just thought about his name, for Matt. But Matt, I don't think he's the one for Kenya. I know, unfortunately, right now, Kenya's not in a good position because she is an older woman in regards to finding true love and having that family that she wants. I think sometimes with people, they want something so much that they push it to the point where they push it away, whatever it is. So I definitely think that Kenya has to clear the air, all the negativity that's around her, and she could possibly find love within the next year or so. So we're definitely going to watch out. And I don't think she's going to stop being on Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's going to continue to go on as long as they have views, as long as they have people watching and being entertained, as myself, of watching the show and enjoying those ladies on the show. I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to look through and see what else I have on the list. Oh, the big doozy that happened at the end of the show, which is Porsha and the whole group of ladies pretty much seeing if Porsha is stable enough to go on a group trip with them. In the past, she got into it with Cynthia on a group trip, and her and Kenya incident on the reunion of one of the Real Housewives of Atlanta and getting into an altercation and a few other things. So the thing is Porsha stable enough to be in a room with these group of messy ladies who like to bring up past, all kinds of scoops that they found out about? Is she stable enough to be on a trip along with them? I think yes, if Todd is around, her new boyfriend. If he's around, she's going to be too busy focusing on making that baby than the ladies. So that's the scoop weekend wrap up with Shani. If you enjoy watching, please definitely subscribe to my channel, like, comment, and send me a shout out. Till then, I'll see you next week. Bye.